I don't know. We've all said it. And the exact second those words leave your mouth in an important executive meeting, you can feel the authority draining out of the room.
But here is the hard truth of modern corporate life. You will never have all the answers. The difference between an average employee and a true leader isn't what they know. It's how they manage what they don't know.
Exactly. True leaders never guess, and they never freeze. They use a specific framework of executive language to maintain professional control even under intense pressure.
Welcome back to Business English for Success. I'm Thomas, and this is Anna. Today, we are breaking down 4 real-world corporate scenarios where changing just a few key phrases shifts you from reactive to strategic.
Let's head straight into our first scenario. It's 9 a.m. on a chaotic Tuesday. A critical system has just failed, and the operations director wants an immediate update on accountability.
Inside the office, the main client dashboard has gone completely dark. Robert, the operations director, has called an emergency meeting and looks straight at Chloe, the operations manager. Let's hear the bad response first.
Chloe, the entire Eastern region cannot log in. This is costing us money every minute. Who was behind this? Why did this happen?
I don't know who did this, Robert. I just found out 2 minutes ago. My team is looking at the system now, but I honestly don't know the reason yet.
You don't know? This is your department, Chloe. I need facts, not blank stares.
Oh, that hurts to listen to. Chloe wanted to be honest, but her words made her look like she was just reacting to a bad situation. She pointed out that she didn't know who caused it, which sounds like she's dodging the blame.
Exactly, Anna. When a director is under immense pressure, hearing "I don't know" makes them feel like nobody is steering the ship. Now, let's play the scene again. This time, Chloe uses a professional method to isolate the risk and control the room without having the initial data.
Chloe, the entire Eastern region cannot log in. This is costing us money every minute. Who is behind this? Why did this happen?
Right now, our immediate focus is containing the login issue for the Eastern users. My technical team is isolating the main server cluster right now to stop the error from spreading.
Okay, but I need to know exactly what went wrong. I can't tell the CEO that we are just isolating servers.
I completely understand, Robert. I will have a full timeline of the root cause as soon as the system is stable. I am personally tracking the investigation and will send you a direct update by 11 a.m.
Fine. Keep me posted at 11. Let's get that server up first.
Look at that shift. Chloe still does not know the exact cause or the person responsible, but she completely changed how Robert felt. Instead of focusing on what she didn't know, she focused on her immediate action.
She really flipped the script. Notice how she anchored her response. She started with what they are doing right now to stop the panic, and then she locked in a specific time for the next update. No guessing, no blaming.
And that stops the director from asking for updates every 5 minutes, because he knows exactly when the answers are coming.
So instead of saying, "I don't know who did this," you say, "Our immediate focus is," and follow it up with a clear time commitment. "I will provide a full update by..."
Managing a sudden crisis with a clear timeline is a great skill. But what happens when the crisis is over and your boss asks you to work on something that has no history and no rules?
That brings us to 11 a.m. The problem is solved, but now the team faces a brand new project where nobody has the answers yet. Let's see how to handle the unknown.
Moving on to 11 a.m., Ryan, our product development lead, gets called into a private meeting with Victoria, the vice president of strategy.
This is where things get interesting. Victoria wants to expand into a completely new territory, a market our company has never touched before. She asks Ryan for an immediate opinion on the technical requirements. Here is how an average responder might shut down.
Ryan, we are looking at entering the South American digital market next quarter. What kind of compliance and local hosting laws are we looking at for our platform?
Oh,
I don't know anything about South American laws, Victoria. We have never done business there. No one on my team has that information.
I know we haven't done it before, Ryan. That's why I'm asking you to look at it.
Notice how Ryan's answer shuts down the conversation. By saying he doesn't know because the company has never done it, he sounds like he is resisting growth. He highlights his lack of knowledge as a barrier.
Right. Instead of showing curiosity, his words make him look passive. A future executive views a lack of data not as a wall, but as a roadmap. Let's watch the conversation again, but watch how Ryan frames the missing information as a clear plan of action.
Ryan, we are looking at entering the South American digital market next quarter. What kind of compliance and local hosting laws are we looking at for our platform?
That is a completely fresh territory for our current setup. To give you an accurate picture, I need to check the regional server regulations first.
We need to move fast, Ryan. The competitors are already looking at that region. How long will this investigation take?
I understand the urgency, Victoria. I can map out the initial compliance requirements and present 3 clear options to you by Friday afternoon.
Perfect. That gives us exactly what we need for the weekend board review. Thanks, Ryan.
That is a very practical response. Ryan still doesn't have the answers in his head, but he didn't freeze and he didn't make excuses. He accepted the challenge by acknowledging that the project is new, and then he instantly built a path forward.
Exactly. He used a very smart technique. Acknowledge the gap, then map out the next steps. His first phrase was, "To give you an accurate picture, I need to check." This shows he cares about quality. Then he locked in the delivery date. I can map out the requirements by Friday afternoon.
This approach works well because it takes the pressure off you to know everything right now, while proving to upper management that you are already driving the solution.
So when you face a completely new project, replace "I don't know" with "To give you an accurate picture, I need to investigate." And follow it up with "I will outline the options by..."
Dealing with internal strategy is one thing, but what happens when you are outside the company walls, sitting across from an important business partner who asks a question you legally cannot answer?
That takes us straight to our 2 p.m. lunch meeting. Maya, our partnership lead, is about to face a very tricky question from a major investor. The wrong answer here could cost the company an important contract.
We have managed internal team questions and new project planning. Now consider the pressure from outside the office. It is 2 p.m. Partnership lead Maya is having lunch with Jonathan, a major investor. He is fishing for information about an upcoming company merger.
This is a delicate moment. Jonathan asks a direct question about sensitive company numbers. Here is how a standard response fails to protect the company.
Maya, the industry is buzzing about the merger costs. What is the exact budget the board has approved for this move?
I don't know, Jonathan. The board hasn't told me anything about the final numbers yet, so I have no idea.
You are the lead on this account, Maya. It seems odd that you were out of the loop.
See what happened there? By saying she does not know, Maya makes herself look uninformed. She also sounds like she is complaining about her bosses, which damages her professional standing with the investor.
Correct. When someone asks about confidential info, your goal is not to prove how much you know, but to protect the company data while keeping the relationship healthy. Watch how Maya transitions to a guarded, professional response.
Maya, the industry is buzzing about the merger costs. What is the exact budget the board has approved for this move?
That topic is currently under review by our executive board. I want to make sure I share the verified figures with you, so I am waiting for their official sign-off before I release any details.
I understand, but as an investor, I need some reassurance. Can you at least give me a ballpark figure?
I completely get it, Jonathan. As soon as the report is approved, I will reach out to you directly so we can go over the numbers together.
Fair enough. I just want to be sure we are moving in the right direction. Keep me updated.
That was handled beautifully. Maya never said, "I don't know." Instead, she described the status of the information. That topic is currently under review. She turned a question she could not answer into a promise of future service.
What she did here was simple. She explained the status of the data, and then she locked in a clear next step. She proved she is responsible enough to handle high-level corporate data, which actually increases her credibility with the investor.
People respect you more when you protect company secrets properly, rather than leaking rumors because you are afraid to say you lack the data.
So instead of saying, "I don't know," you say, "That information is currently under review," or "I am waiting for official confirmation before I can share that."
Maya kept her cool with an investor, but by 4:30 p.m., the energy in the office changes. Marcus, our creative director, is tired after a long day of meetings. He is heading to his desk when his junior designer, Ian, stops him with a very sharp question.
This is the final test of the day. How do you lead when you are tired and your team is watching your every move? Let's observe the last scenario.
We are nearing the end of the day. It is 4:30 p.m., and Marcus, our creative director, is walking back to his desk. His mind is on evening traffic. But Ian, a junior designer, stops him with a tough question about a tough company policy.
This is a common situation for managers. You are tired, and a team member asks you something completely unexpected. Here is the reactive way to answer.
Marcus, word is going around that management is changing our design software next month. Is that true? None of us know how to use that program, and we are already drowning in deadlines.
I don't know, Yan. Nobody tells me anything about these policy changes until the last minute. Just focus on your current tasks for now.
Oh, okay. I just hope we don't look bad if the change happens suddenly.
That answer leaves Ian feeling anxious. Marcus wanted to be honest, but saying he doesn't know because he is left out makes the whole management team look disorganized. It lowers Ian's trust in the leadership.
Exactly. As a leader, your job is to guide your team's energy. When you lack information, you can turn the moment into a learning opportunity. Let's see how Marcus handles this with a professional approach.
Marcus, word is going around that management is changing our design software next month. Is that true? None of us know how to use that program, and we are already drowning in deadlines.
The executive team is reviewing several tools to see what fits our workflow best. Before we make any decisions, what are the top features your team needs every day?
Well, we definitely need better video rendering tools and a faster cloud sharing system.
Gather those points into a short list by tomorrow morning. I am meeting with the department heads at noon, and I want to make sure your feedback is part of that conversation.
Great! I will have that list ready for you first thing tomorrow. That is a very professional way to lead. Marcus does not know the final decision about the software, but instead of showing his lack of data, he made Ian part of the solution.
He explained the status of the tool review, and then he invited his team to contribute. His phrase was, "The team is reviewing several tools. What features do you need?" This changes the focus from worry to preparation.
This keeps his authority intact. He doesn't guess, he doesn't complain, and he gives his team member a real voice in the upcoming change.
So when a team member asks a tough question, change "I don't know" to "We are currently looking into that option," and then ask, "What are your thoughts on how this affects your work?"
From a morning update with a manager to a late afternoon question from a junior team member, we have watched professionals manage a full day of missing data without ever losing their cool.
And notice the pattern. In every single scenario, the most successful leaders didn't survive by guessing the answers. They survived by managing the communication.
So how do we connect all these strategies together so you can use them tomorrow morning? Let's look at the full summary of how these pieces fit together.
Welcome to our final session.
We have traveled through a full day of office challenges, and you now have the exact phrases to replace "I don't know."
But remember, the real value is not just in the words. It is in how you manage the flow of information. You are moving from a reactive state to a leadership state.
When you look back at all 4 situations today, from the morning crisis to the late afternoon team updates, the successful responses all followed the exact same 3 steps.
Step 1. Share the current status of the information, not your lack of it. Instead of saying you are out of the loop, tell them the data is being updated or reviewed.
Step 2. Protect the company data and individual privacy without sounding cold. You don't guess and you don't leak rumors.
And step 3. Always own the next step. You turn a blank wall into a clear timeline by telling the other person exactly when you will get back to them or how they can contribute.
To see how well you can apply this 3-step mindset tomorrow morning, we have 2 quick workplace scenarios for you. Let's see which option you would choose.
Here is your first case. It is Friday afternoon. Your client sends an email asking if your team can finish the final project report 2 weeks ahead of the original schedule. You haven't talked to your team yet, so you have no idea if this is possible. What do you say? Option A, I don't know if we can do that. My team is already overloaded, but I will ask them on Monday. Option B, we are currently reviewing our production schedule for next month. I will check with our team leads first thing in the morning and give you a clear update by noon. Option C, yes, we can do that. I will check if the team can adjust their schedule over the weekend to get it done.
Think about it for a second. Which one protects your team while keeping the client happy?
The correct answer is option B. Option A makes your team sound stressed and disorganized. Option C makes a promise you might not be able to keep. Option B states the status of the schedule and sets a clear deadline for the next update.
Now, let's look at your second case. You are a department manager. One of your team members asks you why a senior colleague was suddenly reassigned to another office. The decision came from top management, and you are not allowed to share the details. What do you say? Option A, management decided this without talking to me, so I don't know the full story. Option B, that is a private matter, and I am not allowed to talk about confidential management decisions. Option C, our leadership team is reorganizing our regional support teams. While I cannot discuss specific personnel details, I can assure you that our local daily operations remain unchanged. How is your current project coming along?
This one is tough. You have to balance company privacy with team trust. What is your choice?
The best professional choice is option C. Option A breaks down management trust. Option B sounds cold and unhelpful. Option C gives the corporate context, protects individual privacy, and moves the conversation back to productive work.
If you got both of these right, you are well on your way to improving professional workplace communication.
As we close today's video, remember that every company culture is different. The scenarios and phrases we shared today are educational tools designed to build your overall business English skills.
Exactly. Workplace situations can change quickly. Use these strategies as a solid foundation and adjust your words based on your specific office environment and industry standards.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us. If you found this useful, let us know which scenario was your favorite in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe for more real-world workplace English, and we will see you in our next session.
Have a productive week at work. Goodbye for now.